So today I'm going to be doing a video on something that's oh so fun, something that I'm dealing with right now, and hopefully you can't see it because I did cover it up already, but I'm going to show you guys how to cover up acne and pimples and zits and just those really annoying like undergrounders that are huge that just drive you crazy, because I have one of those right now and it's right here on my chin and it is driving me crazy. It's like this torturous little demon on my face. Ugh. I feel like I've come up with a pretty good way of doing this. I have to actually deal with this zit every single month. It literally comes back every month during my cycle and it's like clockwork. I'm not even kidding. I'm like, why is it always this one spot, this one side every month? So I'm gonna show you guys how I deal with this and how I cover it up, how I cancel out the color, how I make it kind of blend into your skin, and how I make it last all day, because I do feel like if you put too much concealer on, sometimes it has a tendency to like melt off or whatever. So I'm going to show you guys how I do this for a long lasting and just kind of nice smooth appearance. So hopefully this is helpful, and if you guys want to see what this pimple actually looks like, then keep watching and I will show you. So I did all of my makeup already. I just left my chin bare so I could kind of show you guys just on the chin area how I'm gonna do this. Okay, so I started off by applying this. This is the Clean and Clear Advantage Acne Spot Treatment, and this is what I've actually been using for my acne lately. I usually will apply this if I get a pimple in the morning and in the evening, and I'll put it right on the pimple or wherever the breakout area is. So I applied it and it's all nice and dry. Now I'm gonna take a green concealer, and mine is right here. It's a pretty light concealer. If you have darker skin, I would use like a darker shade of green. Let's say you have like a green concealer and it's not green enough. You can add just a little bit of green eyeshadow into it and it's gonna work just as good. All right, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of green shadow and put it into my green concealer. What you're gonna do is you're just going to apply a little bit right on the pimple like that. And the green is what's gonna cancel out the red undertones. I can't like talk and do this at the same time. So once you have that on there, as you can tell, I added just a little bit of green shadow just to make it a little darker. You're gonna take your beauty blender and you're just gonna blend it out. So once you have that on your face, you're gonna take a really thick concealer. So you wanna do something that's like a cream, you know, one of those like stick concealers or something like that, or you could do a concealer in a pot form like this. And you wanna use something like this because it's gonna last longer and it's also going to cover a lot better. So you're gonna take a concealer that actually matches your skin tone. You don't wanna go too light, because if you go too light, it's going to highlight the pimple, and that's the last thing you wanna do, is draw more attention to the pimple, especially if it's a really like protruding zit. If you highlight it and use a highlighting concealer, it's gonna make it look bigger than it is. So take one that matches your skin tone as best as possible. You're just gonna go around the pimple like that. And then I take my beauty blender and I blend that out just so it's flawless. Make sure you put the concealer far enough out from your pimple that you can really blend out the lines, so you're not blending too much on the actual pimple. You want to keep as much concealer on the pimple as possible. So if you're dabbing your pimple over and over again, you're just going to keep lifting product off and smearing it around, and that's going to kind of remove the concealer on your pimple. So just make sure you're really blending out around the pimple versus on it. Now what I do, you guys are going to be like, okay, that's kind of a weird step, but I actually set it first. Lightly set it. Okay guys, I'm not saying like powder the heck out of it, but just lightly set that concealer. And I just apply it with a sponge. And then you're gonna do your foundation after you conceal. So as you guys know, I left my chin completely open of foundation just for this tutorial. So you're just gonna apply the foundation over the top. That's going to even like all of your skin out to kind of look all even. And once you have that, you're just going to take your powder again and just set your face. So once you have it all set, you're just going to take your setting spray and just spray it. And that is how you cover a pimple. As you can tell, it's almost invisible. You can hardly even see it. I mean, you can see how it's protruding just a little bit, but you don't see like the color. The green cancels out the red, because if you look in the color wheel, green is across the color wheel from red, so they cancel each other out. So that's why you want to put the little tiny bit of green on first. Then you want to do your skin color concealer over that. Set it, then use your foundation and then set that, and it's going to stay in place. It's going to look really, really good. You can't even tell that it's there, and I find that this works the best, and it also stays on the longest. So I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you kind of got something out of it, and I think that is pretty much it. I feel like this video is really short, like I have more I should say, but I don't. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Don't forget to thumbs this up and also subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!